ITV News.
I'm joined now by our consumer editor, Chris Choi, and by the security expert, Nick Wilding. Thank you both. Let's talk about this ransom note. What more do you know?
Well, yeah, we've literally just got off the phone to TalkTalk and they've been updating the situation. They confirm they have received a ransom note from somebody purporting to be responsible for this. We don't, of course, know whether they were, and demanding money. Now, the interesting question here is, did that ransom demand come in before or after the breach? That will make a big difference. If it turns out that TalkTalk had some kind of warning, then there'll be even more questions about their behaviour in all this.
You've spoken to the chief executive this morning. You were shocked by what she told you.
There are lots of shocks in this, not least that she still doesn't know whether all of that data was encrypted, that is, encoded so that it makes no sense to people that could get hold of it. Even at this late stage, she doesn't know what was encrypted, what was not. She says that the style of the attack, the depth of it, was such that they're still getting through that detail.
Nick, how shocking is that?
Well, I don't believe these sorts of attacks should surprise us anymore. We read about them regularly. I agree with Dido Harding's comment yesterday that cybercrime is the crime of our generation. The harsh reality is that despite however much money, technology, people, resources you apply to your cyber risks, you can never be bulletproof and you will be breached at some point. And this is the same for organisations of all sizes and whatever sector you operate in.
I do agree with that, but I think that, you know, when you do something casual like go to a restaurant or a B&B, there's a rating system. You know the quality that you're going to be getting. Why is there not something like that for security? We deal with these companies. They promise to look after our data. We have no idea how good the security is.
And now
why
4 million customers are vulnerable.
There is plenty of regulations and areas of compliance that you should apply for, but that sadly doesn't make organisations any more secure. What's required is more best practice and actually organisations talking much more openly about the threats and the impacts that this has.
Some people do not go shopping online, they don't do their banking online because of these risks. But we don't live in that world. Most people do. But they're going to feel really vulnerable and exposed today with this, whether they're a TalkTalk customer or not.
I agree, and I think this human factor, this people issue is a critical element, and this is also a vitally important part of the way in which organisations can better protect themselves. The most effective way in which they can better secure their most precious information is using their people more effectively. The sad fact and another reality of cybercrime is that the vast majority of successful attacks rely on someone doing something unwittingly, either typically through a phishing attack or social engineering. And so people have to sit at the heart of any effective organisational strategy.
Chris, 10 seconds of advice for people.
The most important two things are, if you think you're affected, watch like a hawk your banking and card transactions and change passwords as quickly as you can.
Chris, Nick, thank you very much. And if you are a TalkTalk customer and want some more advice on what to do next, visit our website, itv.com/news.